Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So I've recently, and when I say recently, I mean within the last couple years, I've started enjoying shooting pistols on red dots. So one of the first pistols that I had that I put a red dot on, that I actually kept, was this pistol right here. There were some years ago I bought a Canic, I guess you call it a Jonic, but we're American, so it was like a Canic TP9 SFX or some kind of pistol I bought that I had to buy a mount and put on. The mount that was bought for it was terrible. It sucked. It actually sat up a little bit too high, so I sent it back. So actually, this is one of my first pistols with a red dot that I actually kept, and this was actually cut out for a red dot. So I mean, it was a snug fit. It was a perfect fit. And this is just the M&P 9 Performance Center with a hollow sun. So that was really my go-to pistol when I wanted to practice shooting with the red dot. It was this one right here, and I mean it's a really good pistol. And this does have the suppressor height sights, or I mean you can red dot height sights, whatever you want to call it. It really works, and you can see your iron sights through your red dot. So if your red dot dies, you have iron sights that stick up and out of the way, or in the way rather. But that was really my trainer, my go-to when I wanted to practice shooting with a red dot. And anybody that shoots a lot or shoots any type of pistol a lot knows that ammo cost can really add up. So I just started looking, and I looked and I looked and I looked for a pistol that would be red dot ready that was in 22. So this is what I came up with. I found this right here. This is the Smith & Wesson Victory. And the darn planes up here making all that noise. This is the Smith & Wesson Victory Performance Center model, and this pistol, it's a really good pistol. When I first bought it, I fell in love with it. And like a lot of relationships, I fell in love and I fell out of love very quickly. And the reason with this was because if you look at these two pistols, you can see they're not a direct comparison, not even in the slightest, in terms of, you know, how it functions with the red dot and different things. So while this here has a red dot that reciprocates, you know, the side reciprocates, so the red dot reciprocates with it going back and forth. This is on a fixed rail, so as you're shooting, the rear of the gun is the only thing that really reciprocates, so the red dot stays in the same spot. And there's nothing wrong with that in terms of, you know, wanting to shoot quickly and accurately. This is really a 22 competition pistol, and it cost me way too much for a 22 pistol. I think it was upwards of $700. And I enjoy shooting it, but I just wanted more of an actual trainer to my my Smith & Wesson pistol. So I ended up doing more research, and what I came up with was, now I've already had an M&P 22 compact, but what I just recently found was the Evolution Gunworks mount, and that's what really puts this whole system together. This Evolution Gunworks mount here. Now this mount, getting it installed, it was simple, it was easy. If you have a sight pusher, or if you have a gunsmith who has a sight pusher, I mean, it takes 20 minutes, and you push out your rear sight and you put in the mount here. Now it is cut out for your RMR style of footprint, so your RMR and your hollow suns, really, they have the same footprint. So it fit right on, it mounted right on up. Now with this on the M&P 22 compact, you know that your sights here, they're not like suppressor ready sights or anything like that, so they sit low. So in looking through this, you only see a dot, you don't see sights. And depending on what you're looking for, you may like that, you may not. I do kind of wish I had some sights that would sit up and kind of co-witness, but it's no big deal. I wouldn't have any rear sights anyways, because I have to push out the rear sight to put this on. But this Evolution Gunworks mount, now it's made of steel. It has a really nice finish. At first I was thinking it was like some kind of polymer mount, which is not. I mean, it's an aluminum or a steel mount. It's a metal mount. We'll just go with that. And I probably should have done a little bit more research on the metal, but the metal is strong, it's tough, it's not going anywhere. It's not plastic like your Glock 44s and the Taurus TX22s, all that plastic stuff. And you know, the M&P 22 compacts themselves are, you know, really good pistols. So I just wanted to bring you along as I shot it. Now on the box it does state you may see a decrease in reliability, and that was definitely true. You don't think that this 3 or 4 ounces on the rear of the slide make a difference, but with 22 it definitely does. And I've shot through a bunch of ammo. I shot through some CCI Stingers, or the CCI Stingers. Some of you may know where that comes from, but I've shot through quite a bit of your CCI mini mags, your bulk pack stuff from Walmart. I shot through a lot of ammo, really trying to figure out what the gun, or rather what would cycle it best. And I've come to realize that your best load with this pistol here is something that's 40 grain, shooting at about 1250 and higher, and it seems to cycle about 80 to 90% of the time. But I will tell you some ammo that's completely crap. Now this is just my opinion, and you may shoot it and you may love it, but this right here, this Winchester 40 grain 1435, this ammunition is garbage. I bought 3 boxes, $10 a piece, thinking that, because it's got enough velocity here to cycle and be reliable, but this ammo is terrible. I was looking at just the ammo itself, and it's terrible ammo. And once I'm finished with this, I won't buy any more of this stuff. So this was a waste. But I just wanted to get into shooting the pistol and just talk about it a little bit more, and not really necessarily the pistol, but the mount and just the whole system here. You know, a pistol with a red dot. There's a lot of people wanting to get into shooting pistols with red dots, and if you get this Evolution Gunworks mount, the mount was $50. These M&P 22s run you about $250, and you don't have to go to this fancy comp up here. It doesn't do a whole lot for 22. This is 100. You don't have to worry about that. But just between the mount, the pistol, and the dot, you may be looking at a red dot ready pistol for $450. This right here alone the pistol was 800, I believe, 700 or 800 plus the red dot, so it was 1,000. This pistol alone was about 6 to 7 plus this red dot was 150 or something, so still looking at 850, 900. So to have basically both of those combined and to get this, you're looking at about $450. Remember, the pistol was $250. The mount here, not this, I don't know why I grabbed that. The mount here was $50. So you're looking at 3 and then this. So yeah, about $450. I think I paid $150 for this off of Optics Planet, request a deal price, or maybe I paid $200. But either way, $450 or $550 for a really good training pistol. So now I know everybody's like, man, just shut up and shoot the gun. Yes, sir. So I mean, all right, see, so it did do it that time. It ejected around, but it just didn't have enough oomph to load in the next one, or maybe it was just how I loaded the magazine. But so you do get that a little bit, and it's not so much to where you can't enjoy shooting it, but I mean, you do get a few malfunctions with it from time to time. There we go again. All right, that's 3 in a row. Okay, so let's just say the way I loaded the magazine, I didn't load them properly. So maybe I'll chalk that up to the magazine. I haven't really, and I am shooting the Aguila, whatever you want to call it, the Aguila Super Extra. This is very comparable to your CCI mini mags in terms of reliability. It's probably darn close to your CCI mini mags, and it's some bucks cheaper. So I do like this stuff. So let's see here. All right, there we go again. And I can kind of feel when it malfunctions. Anybody that shoots a lot, you can just about tell when the gun doesn't, that recoil impulse is different. Or when you're on your last round, you can feel the slide lock. And that really comes with just shooting a bunch, and you can really tell. I mean, this is a really good practicing platform if you just wanting to get into, well, we got magazines tangled up together. Get this one off the ground, but if you just really wanting to get into learning to shoot with the red dot, This is a really good setup. Like I said, you don't have to have this fancy Zev comp that runs $100. I want it to really mimic this right here, so that's why it looks like this. I mean, it's a nice setup. There's a and now that I think about it, this Aguila, if anyone shoots Aguila, they'll know that different smell that comes from the ammo, the gas that they use, or the powder, or whatever it is. It's just a different smell. It's like a sweet kind of smell. There's only 2 types of brands of ammo that I've ever smelled that shot that smelled like that, and it was this Aguila here, and I believe it's a British company, and it's the Ely, E-L-E-Y. But I just noticed I got a good whiff of it in my nose. But let's keep shooting. There's a really steep learning curve to shooting a red dot on a pistol. There's no doubt. See, I could feel it that time. There's no doubt that if you do this enough, you'll be better at it. I mean, and you'll be faster. That's the claim to red dots anyways, is they make you faster, and they can. They definitely, once you get it sighted in the way you need it, it definitely can make you more accurate. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. All right, so I'm standing at about, so this orange line up here, this is where my concealed carry is conducted, and that's 7 yards. So, I mean, this is no trickery to it, that's 7 yards. So I'm standing at about 14-ish, let's say I'm at about 15 yards here. All right, so I have 2-inch, just dueling tree downrange. The plates are 2 inches. Again, I'm standing at maybe 15 to 18 yards. I'll show you that taking your time and learning to use a red dot, having it sighted in, it can allow you to be a more accurate shooter. So I'm going to try to hit those small plates on that dueling tree. Another cycling issue there. Whoa. So, no, 22 is not that powerful that it just broke that plate. I'm pretty sure the screw was already getting loose and it just kind of needed just a little bit of persuasion to come off. I wish 22 was that strong. No, it's definitely not. Let's just keep shooting. All right, another cycling issue. Another cycling issue. Another cycling issue. And then the slide locks back. So it's very finicky with the extra weight on the back. And like I say, like Evolution Gunworks said, it may add cycling, or it may increase unreliability or decrease reliability, however you want to put it. There goes the planes flying overhead. I always feel like when I'm shooting, I hear planes, I feel like it's somebody spying on me or watching me or something. Are there any other shooters that shoot on the regular that start to hear planes and feel like that? All right, so you see we're missing a plate. It's no big deal. Let me try to see if I can flip them back. Start from the bottom. Yes, sir. Now that is why I love a red dot on a pistol. It can make you, it doesn't make you more accurate. If you're not accurate, you're not accurate. I mean, if your fundamentals aren't there, you're not going to be accurate. Iron sights are red dot. But once you have the fundamentals down, it definitely can enable you to be more accurate. This never gets old to me, just shooting. If I shot all my magazines out. 1, 2, 3, wow, okay. Well, I shot all my mags. I was ready to go and shoot some more. But just in summary, guys, if I looked and looked for reviews before I purchased this Evolution Gunworks mount, like I said, it was around 50 bucks. I looked just on reviews or somebody that had maybe put one of these on their pistol, and the only thing I saw was a 15-second clip on YouTube, and he was like, hey, does it add reliability issues? And he shot through a 10-round mag and he was like, well, no, it does not. And that was the end of the video, but that's not true. If you shoot this consistently, you will get a few cycling issues. It's just the nature of having this weight on the back of a round really that's not that powerful. But if you are looking for a really good training platform, wanting to learn how to get to a red dot, or wanting to really learn how to get used to shooting a red dot on a pistol, it's a really nice setup. I have no ties with Evolution Gunworks. It was just an item that I saw that would help me. And I know there's other people that are like, man, I wish I had a way to equip a red dot on my pistol. And it's a really good mount. It's a mounting system. It's tight. That's what she said. But yeah, it does. It fits really tight. And it's a really nice setup. All right, well, if you have any questions on anything you saw in the video, please leave them in the comments below. You know, ask me questions. I tell my students all the time, hey, you know, ask me questions. I love answering questions. As always, guys, thank you for watching and thank you for your time. Before you go, I just wanted to remind everyone, do you see the gold logo right here? Just click it. Help support the channel by subscribing to the channel. Seriously, everyone, just click it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.